Hello and welcome to Freedom Appraise. I'm Andy Arledge. I'm the founder and developer of Freedom Appraise. If you have any more questions, you can go to freedomappraise.com and call 866-300-1005. We'll be happy to help you. As I said, I'm the developer of Freedom Appraise. I started out with Appraiser Genie, and then it's evolved into Freedom Appraise. There's been some question about if I'm a real appraiser or not. And as you can see, I am. I've been appraising since '05. Been in real estate 37 years, and here's my expiration date in August of 2019. Today I'm going to demonstrate how easy Freedom is to use. When you log into Freedom, you'll notice that we have the orders summarized up here. These are your current orders you're working on. So if you have a training or whatnot, you can know there's inspected or past due. When you want to look at an order, you can come down here and click on this. Inside of the order is multiple options. One of them is contact attempts. If you've contacted someone and you want to leave a message or you want to make a note, it's this easy. Click Save. Now you have a permanent record of all your contact attempts. You can also set an appointment. You'll notice the subject information is already entered in the subject line, and then the contact information has been entered for you. You can pick the hour, the time, and the duration, and click Save, and automatically your appointment will show up here, and your contact information is automatically entered. You can sync our local calendar with Google, Outlook, or Apple, where it'll always be updated to your device. You notice we've also summarized the bill month to date and year to date, and what you've been paid month to date and year to date. To mark a report as paid, you just select the report you wanted, select the method, how much, and then click Save. I'm not going to click Save because once I do, a window will pop up and ask you if you want to integrate with QuickBooks Desktop or with Cloud, which we'll do either one. But I don't want to waste the time to go through a complete setup with that. You can also set an appointment if you want to go to Home Depot or doctor's office up here, and it'll be included. So as you noticed, our reports already marked as an appointment. You can also edit, sketch. Let's look at the sketch for a second. Sketch is real simple to use. It also Bluetooths and works on any any mobile device, Android or Apple. And when you're done, you click Save. And then there's also labels you can label rooms with. Click Exit. So as you can see, you can also email the client from inside of here, and automatically all the information comes up in the subject. So let's get started on a report. I'm going to click Open Report. So right now we're taking this subject information and sending it to Freedom along with pulling the public records. We select the effective date. We click Next. Freedom will import your MLS search from any MLS in the nation. It'll export. If you happen to import, Freedom will import rentals, home sales, and site sales. If you happen to import a site sale and it's separate from your normal MLS search, you need to select that this is site comps only. So when we get done with that, we'll import up to 8 MLS searches, and then we'll combine them and remove all the duplicates so there won't be duplicates. This is the subject information verification page. We need you to verify the subject information. Since this was an inspection, all this information came from public records. So you notice we give you Q3 high, low, and normal. Not all houses are similar, and we need this information because we will take your subject information and send it to Craftsman National Billing Cost Manual, and pull your replacement costs. So we need this to be accurate. We click next. You can select include the cost approach automatically, calculate adjustments, include a peer database I'll talk about later, include an adjustment support page, or include graphs. You also have the opportunity to use advanced filters. I recommend you search the entire neighborhood with no filters and then filter it down in here. Freedom will automatically narrow your search to true comparables out of the neighborhood search, and then Freedom will analyze your neighborhood and your comp search and give you two different analyses that can be included in the Freedom Market Condition Addendum. So I'm going to get started. I'm going to click Start New Report. So we're importing about 300 comps. We're verifying or correcting the postal address with USPS, geocoding every property, scoring every property, and then sorting them where the best comps will float to the top. You can select the sort order and how the priority is set up, and then here they come. So you'll notice this score is the average score for every comp in this page. Up here, you'll notice that 300 comps was narrowed down to about 110. If you want to delete a comp that's an outlier, you just click delete. Your 1004 MC will be built off this page. If you're looking for a specific comp, you can enter that address and that comp will come up. Same with sales price, list price. If you want to narrow it down even more, you can click on the column heading and it'll sort all the data by what's in that column. And I'm going to select this graph represents the comps you selected. See, it's a quick reference to know you're picking the best comps. So I'm going to click next. Well, this report contains a minimum of 3 sold and 3 listings. So I've got to go select 3 listings. We remind you of that. We'll also let you set up in your client setup or lender setup if they want listings, and then we'll remind you so you don't get to the end and forget the listings. So once we're done, we click next. We also check bracketing automatically. Subject age is not bracketed. That's a subject age on the low side or the full bath. We can go back and find another comp that'll bracket these, or we can go ahead and proceed. So right now we're taking those 6 comps and we're putting them in the grid automatically. We're also pulling public records and verifying all major fields. And whenever you see this blue bar blinking, we're waiting on somebody else. Comes up and we have the public record verification. There was a discrepancy between the MLS number and the public record number. You can select to use the MLS or the public record. We also give you a peer number. We keep the last 25 uses of that comp, and we return the mode for each field so you'll know what your peers are saying. And it's just a reference. We don't recommend you put it in your report, but in some areas, public records and MLS are so bad, some San Diego and Chicago may use the peer value. You can also select use all, or you can set up your defaults. Freedom will automatically correct all of your fields to whatever you set here. So I'm going to select use all public values. If we change something, we'll automatically highlight that field yellow so you'll know that we changed it. So if you have repairs, all you have to do is estimate what % of the total house needs repaired. And the repairs are estimated. This is straight from Craftsman books, and it's totaled for you, and this will be included in your REO addendum, and you can make comments, or in your cost to cure and your narrative addendum. Click Save. As you can see, Freedom's already calculated adjustments. If you want to apply that adjustment, you simply click on it, and it's automatically applied. You can see the adjustment's already applied. All the comps are gridded out. You'll notice in this extra column here, here's your peer database numbers. So I put this in there when Fannie Mae started grading us against our peers, and it's just a reference is all it is. So if you're thinking Q4 or they're saying Q3, you got an opportunity to explain yourself, or especially with condition. We also pull public records, previous sales history. All sold comps are blue, shaded blue. All listing comps are shaded green. You know how it is when you grid out a comp and you don't like it, all you have to do is uncheck it and it will not be included in the report, but it will go into your work file. Up here on top, you'll see that we have all the different pages where all the adjustments were calculated. A copy of all these pages will be placed in your digital work file with all the math and the formulas. As you can see, we do quite a bit. We have graphs. You can edit these graphs and make them your own. And you have the choice, as you saw earlier, to automatically place these in your report. Public records, you can click on this and the sheet will come up with what public records we pulled, MLS information, or if you need to call the realtor information will pop up. After you're done making adjustments, you don't want to look at them anymore, you just hide them. Same goes with the peer database, you can hide it as well. If you turn off the peer database back where the checkboxes were, you won't participate in the peer database and it'll be turned off permanently until you turn it back on. Before you leave, if you want to sort the comps by any particular method, you can select one of these. And when you get done, you click next. And all of your grid goes into the report. Over here on the left, you'll notice we have checkup. That would be your error check for UAD and compliance. You can email the report, you can edit the map, you can print the report, or you can sign the report. The report's already populated with public record information, checkboxes, high-low predominance. Had we done an inspection, this would have been populated with results from the inspection. The comp's already in, top of page 2 is completed. Cost approach is already completed. Of course, your appraiser information comes in. The REO addendum, this one included that, and the REO addendum was automatically included. Cost repairs were automatically placed in that you, and your narrative is automatically completed for you. You can copy and paste your boilerplate into the settings inside of Freedom, and the narrative will be built automatically for you. If you'll notice these ranges here, these are automatically calculated by Freedom, and you can update your commentary with a drop down to automatically have them updated by the calculations from Freedom. Even this word is replaced by Freedom. All your search parameters, how many were found, any of these numbers you see were calculated by Freedom. We also give you the option of doing a weighting. You can turn any of these sections off, including the weighting, by just checking the checkbox or unchecking it inside of the settings page. We pull your previous sales history automatically. This is a non-disclosure state, so no sales price came in. And then all the graphs are included as well. We have a multitude of graphs. You can pick the graphs you want. You can edit the map. You can run checkup or E&O checker. You can do the email a report, print the report, or sign a report. Once you sign a report, a copy of all these pages will be created to PDFs and automatically included in your digital work file, as well as a copy of the report, and it'll automatically be exported to whatever XML type that you select for the client, whether it's MISMO or .env. All of this will be copied and placed in a work file on our servers. We have 6 hard drives across the nation. In addition to a copy, will be exported and put on your local hard drive. And with that, we want to thank you for taking the time to watch our video. You can reach us at the phone below or more information on our website, or you can email info@freedomappraise.com. That's info@freedomappraise.com. Thank you for your time.